Clown World is a page I really like on X, and I shared a clip, and a lot of people are coming at me, so I'm going to set the record straight now that I'm on my cigar night. It's a black dude with a microphone walking around Miami, and he's saying to a girl, "Hey, girl, what's the minimum a man should spend on the first date?" And she's like, "Well, I used all my products, I got ready, I did my makeup, I don't know, $200. And everyone's clowning this chick, and Clown World shared it. And I agree with 99% of what Clown World say. I think I follow them, they follow me, we share each other's stuff. But I actually don't think that woman did anything wrong.
What's the most a man should spend on a first date?
I feel like if I'm going to get ready and I'm going to use all my products to come out with you, I need like a minimum of $200. A minimum, and that's like being nice.
And what does the man get in return for that?
My presence?
But aren't you having his presence within you already?
I hear you, but no. No. I mean, like, I'm here to get to know you. I'm here to get to know you. You invited me out.
But he has to drop $200.
Yeah. Because
minimum.
Yeah. Because
just because you have to do your makeup?
Because I have to. Okay, so we're gonna do the math. My moisturizer is $400. My eye cream is $300. My serum is like another $300. My makeup, not included. So if I have to spend, that's my money. I'm spending my money on these products. I'm gonna use these products.
What are you using them for, though?
For myself.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use these products and I'm gonna show up because it's not like I'm gonna show up in sweats.
The man doesn't owe you anything if you're just getting to know each other.
If you're inviting me out, you owe me a date.
I don't think that woman said anything wrong. She's not grossly obese. She's not overtly ugly. She's not overtly unattractive. She seems like a relatively attractive woman. She doesn't seem outlandish or insane or wild in her ways. She's dressed very nicely. She's obviously put a lot of time into her preparation. It's not so much about $200 being a set figure, but let me tell you something. Women deserve effort when you take them on dates. And when you take women places, they do deserve effort. Because as much as I look amazing tonight in my Savile Row tailored suit with my Rolex watch on, my alligator shoes, my thinning hair, but still average hair, give myself average for hair. As good as I look, it took me about 4 minutes from getting out of the shower to get ready. Hair gel, shirt, jacket, pants, shoes, watch. Done. That's it. Men should always pay for dates. One, never 50-50. Because the man is always the one asking the woman out. You, as a young man going on a date, are trying to get a woman, usually, to give up the most sacred thing that she has. You, if you're going out to date on a woman, no matter how honest you are, you can be a good Christian man, in which case you're looking for more. You want her hand in marriage eventually. You want her to bear your children. That's what a first date is. It is an interview for the most important thing a woman could possibly give you. She is interviewing you, and you have asked for that opportunity. To think $200 is too much, and that's obscene and insane for a woman to want to go out on a date where maybe the dinner's kind of nice. She has a few glasses of wine. After the 3 hours she's put in getting ready, shaving her legs, all the shit that women do, the eyelash thing, I don't even know what it's called, the fucking contouring makeup, all the shit women go through. And all the attention they get to think, okay, this is the guy, I've picked him of all the men who have asked me, because that girl isn't bad looking, she probably gets asked all the time. He's going to take me out. And to think that he shouldn't be willing to spend $200 because that's insane, I think is stupid, personally. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think women have bought their values in their own way. When you're out in town and you're sitting with a 10 out of 10 beautiful woman, people stop and stare at you. Wow, fucking hell, Tristan Tate's a G. Who's that chick? Oh, who's this guy? Because his girl's a 10 out of 10. They're bringing value. Pay for the fucking dinner. And you could call me a simp if you want for saying that men should pay for dates. Yeah, men should pay for dates. I think women should change diapers. I think men should change tires. I'm not a simp. I'm just a bit old school.
I have no problem with the Tate brothers. They say things I like, I don't like. It is what it is. In this instance, Tristan tripping. Because, one, I think he failed to understand that all of us not millionaires like him. So, yeah, you can drop $200 or however much you want to drop and not have your time wasted or money wasted because you got more time than the average man. You got more money than the average man. Got you. Kudos to you. I think Tristan looking way too far into it. Like, you taking it way too far. Down the line, yeah. Later on down the line, if you want to spend that, okay, cool. If y'all know y'all going to be together or it's potentially going to work out. But off the first date, she even said it herself. We're trying to get to know each other. So why $200? It's not making sense.
Valentine's Day, and I have a second date with the hedge fund analyst. Week is super busy, and he was sweet enough to meet despite the holiday. We started in Soho at Lupa. Lupa is an amazing Italian restaurant right across the street from Carbone. We got some Cabernet as well as some octopus and pasta. After dinner, he called an Uber and surprised me with a second reservation at Broken Shaker in Midtown. It's a rooftop bar with amazing views of the city. We both got an Aperol Spritz. There was an amazing DJ playing a ton of Rihanna. This guy was beyond thoughtful and even got Archie a dog treat from a West Village bakery. Although it was a great date. He's the most incredible guy, but I did end things. We were missing that X factor that makes relationships work.
This is the worst.
The most toxic expectation women have of men, expecting him to relate to feelings the way a woman does. Men have a completely different relationship to feelings than women. They don't trust feelings. They trust facts. It's not how men operate. For a man, it's more about what he values, what he stands for, what facts he trusts. So instead of asking a man how he feels about something, ask him what he thinks. You can learn a lot more about a man if you ask what he thinks rather than what he feels, because he can relate to that word, thinks.
Yes, he loves to facilitate communication. Yeah.
What I've noticed is that women will say they want something, but when they actually get it, they respond negatively to it. I want a nice guy that's going to give me flowers. I want a nice guy that's going to treat me like a princess. And you get that guy, and then you treat him like shit. You maybe you cheat on him, or maybe you find another guy that doesn't give you everything you want. What I've realized is that women don't know what the fuck they want in general.
You are disgusting. You'll never find love.
Post me, I post you. You act single, I act single. You claim me, I claim you. You play games, I play games. Show no interest, I'll show no effort. You put me second, I'll put you last. This shit goes both ways, simple as that.
I don't expect everybody to understand.
Under the age of 30, only 5% of therapists are men. And I believe what's happened is therapy has become a way to transpose, in some ways, woke ideology to men. It is terrible, terrible. I don't give a...
I agree.
Please come on my show so I can embarrass you. Anyone who disagrees with me about this concept of men being more vulnerable in the beginning of a relationship is bullshit. It is bad game. And if a therapist is telling you to do this, stop listening. Therapists who go after Jonah Hill saying that his behavior was controlling when he's like, hey, you're a beautiful person and you're incredible and you're smart and I love all these things about you. And if you want to spend all your time with these other people, he goes, I support that. But maybe we're not right for each other. And that was controlling therapy. If that's what therapy is, therapy.
100% Jonah Hill was thrown under the bus because he told his, at the time, girlfriend that, you know, I respect you and anything that you want to do, and if you want to do it, go ahead. I'm just not okay with it. And with that being said, it's just not the time for you and I. And guess what that was? Because he didn't want her to hang out with her ex. What guy would? But he was called toxic. A toxic masculine guy because he was trying to control her. Her boundaries and what she like and her standards is so powerful and uplifting. But when a guy got him, then he toxic. Then in that case, fellas, stay toxic.
You know what I notice about some women is that some women expect for a man to love her unconditionally, but she wants to love this man under conditions. What this man can do for her, how much he can provide, how much money he make, where he work, what type of job he doing. But this man is supposed to accept you with open arms. Baby, you have yet to heal from childhood trauma. Your mama and your daddy failed you. You still have abandonment issues, baby. You insecure with yourself because you sitting here comparing yourself to this girl on social media. You don't even like the way that you look, but this man is supposed to accept you and love you unconditionally. Have you checked on that man's mental health? Have you called him and asked him, is he okay? Did you tell him that he was a king? Did you make him feel like that? And a lot of women say it's not my job to shape and mold a man. That may not be your job, but it ain't your job to damn sure as hell stress that man out. But he gotta love you unconditionally and take you and your badass kids. I'm sorry.
Did I stutter?
You're a loser.
Wow.
How am I supposed to be with you when I got these men all the time in my DMs offering me
luxury cruises, mansions, all this different stuff, and then I come home to you playing video games in your underwear.
It was good when we first started dating.
That's 7 years ago. I've grown as a person, and you haven't. I've outgrown you.
Wow. So after all these years, you have to tell me that about getting pregnant by another man? We couldn't separate we couldn't have this conversation before we got to this part.
Things happen, but
I had to find out you was pregnant.
You weren't taking
How low
care
of you?
of me.
That's low.
You were not. The bottom line is that you were not taking care of
I'm
me.
a hard-working man.
I went into another man's arms.
I'm a hard-working man. I gave you everything you asked for me. What more you want?
I'm in here splitting half of these bills. You're not taking care of me.
The rent is $4,000.
So? A real man could pay that $4,000 and then some. I should be in the hills somewhere. You know, this is expensive. I gotta maintain with Botox. You know, like, you don't want me looking older. I gotta take care of myself. You don't pay for that. You have all these expectations on me that you can't even provide.
Real man is not proved.
Listen, I think it's obviously a skit. In reality, women do think like this a lot because they got social media and guys saying, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that, and they will believe it quick. It's a big difference between guys that will have sex with a chick versus guys that will marry a chick. And the chicks just don't understand the difference.
I don't hear the men whining about OnlyFans models getting paid more than them. I don't hear the men whining about models getting paid more than them. Kendall Jenner is the highest paid supermodel. Where are the male supermodels? But whenever men dominate in an industry, women will just complain.
Thank you! The reason that men out here killing themselves, they tear us down when we don't communicate and express our thoughts and feelings and sentiments or our vulnerabilities. And then as soon as we talk and express our thoughts and vulnerabilities, we get our ass beat and get torn down for that too.
It's true.
I could not resist, so I had to look it up. From the Office of National Statistics, from a 2019 study, in ever-increasing numbers, we are now at a lesbian divorce rate of 72%. So the top 4 reasons that they are reporting getting divorced is feeling ignored, inequality in the partnership, adultery, and domestic violence. Personally, I feel like this lends some weight to men's arguments and complaints about how women are behaving in relationships. Because when you have lesbian divorce statistics that look like that, the girls are kind of telling on themselves.
Hey, I'm going to add insult to injury. Statistically, domestic violence is higher in lesbian couples than it is heterosexual couples. So, we see who the problem.
A lot of these women be like, I know my value. Value is what? You're just like every other chick out here. I've seen 1,000 of you. You're selfish. You're entitled. You're sneaky. You're manipulative. What is your value?
Slobbing on your man's knob 3 times a week will lower his risk of depression and boost his self-esteem.
I feel very blessed.
All right, this is for my fellas, the kings though. If your woman is not making you feel wanted and desired, appreciated, uplifted, and sexy, because you sexy too, don't forget that. If she's not reminding you of that, boy, cut that bitch off. It's a whole queen out here waiting to treat you like the king that you are.
100%, fellas. Don't fall for this, the bull crap that's happening out here. I think women are getting way better with, dealing with and treating the man in a way better way, especially with so many things coming out now. It's not just talk shows or radio stations that's just telling women how to be independent and how to be this and how to be that and how to stay away from the man, or if you ain't getting treated this way or something like that. It's a whole different era now. I think women are understanding more that men need to be taken care of as well, that men need love as well. Men take a bulk of the abuse, and when they get home, they don't need to get that abuse from you.
Well, well, well. How the turntables.
Yo, check this out. I appreciate y'all getting me to 1,000 subscribers, yo. And it's just growing and growing, the love. Oh my God, I'm overwhelmed, y'all. The sugar honey iced tea. I made this episode because I love The Office. And The Office is one of the greatest TV shows ever to me. So I made all my memes or reaction to the videos just The Office type thing. Special video for you and myself. And I appreciate y'all. Continue to keep up the work for me. Like, share, subscribe. And I'm going to get with y'all in the next video. I'm going to give y'all a 2 to the side. I'm out.